Okay. Well, let's, Are you sure you want to start streaming? Well, yes. Yes, I am sure I want to start streaming. Well, okay, apparently I'm live now. That's lovely. Let's see if we can just take a look at the video and check that it's actually working. Because, it's been a couple of problems. Yes, I am sure. Oh, Burntex. You are lucky. It is beginning now, I think. Yes, and it looks like it is working. I'll better close that so we don't get any feedback. Bring the chat up over here. Alright. Well, looks like we got at least one person watching. That's good. Oh, let's open up Trusty FL Studio, and you know, I think we'll make some music first. Just so that people, when they come on, if they come on, they actually see something worthwhile. Let's see. Damn people. Oh, hello guys, how are you doing? Alright, hello. What is it? Bonathan Burger and Windows 95. That's wonderful. Wonderful name, I love it. Just pop some... Yeah, let's just pop some samples in and see what happens, shall we? Just for a bit of fun. Let's stop doing that. Just go to my sample bank. Drive. Oof. I've got a new follower on SoundCloud apparently, that's nice. Then probably that's on silent. Where is it? FL Studio Projects Progo 3 samples. Here we go. This is everything. Okay. It should be everything. There we go. There's Coraline. Alright. Let's start off with some from this Dark Crystal, shall we? Take a listen to some of these. I like that one. Let's put that one in. It's a nice rhythmic one. We can put that one in as well. Can we see Coral Caroline? This chat is gonna fall into... I gotta remember to keep looking at the chat. I'm not used to live streaming. Howdy Super Luigi 64. Yeah. Howdy. Well, I suppose we can. I mean, it's better than just fluffing around. Okay. Gotta figure out what exactly I'm gonna show you about. Here it is. Versions. We'll do the latest version for now, I suppose. Isn't it just really satisfying when your project takes a full, like, 30 seconds to load? Isn't it just amazing? Right. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure at this point you've all heard it before. Yeah, that's the beginning. Let's turn the volume up a little bit.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Coraline.
Blah, blah, blah. I'll just run through the structure, shall I? Okay, let's see. So we've got the beginning here. As you know. Your basic filter intro. All my unorganized automation clips here. Hello. And we got this bit here, which was never included. Just skips straight over. That's one thing I like about FL Studio. You've got these markers here. You can set them to skip. And it'll automatically just
Wanna hear my new song?
skip over to the next marker. So you got this intro section. Then you got your main bit. Little like filler section here. Just like a B bit. And then it goes in. Goes into the big bit here. Crystal Dream is amazing. It's gonna be. Is it going to be a bit long, or that was it done? Polo. I think I understand what you're asking. It was actually longer, but I cut a couple of sections out of it because it was. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling some of the bits, so I cut I think it was like a whole like minute or so out of it. So it was going to be longer. Maybe I'll show that later on the stream. I'll keep breaking this down. So yeah, there's the whole Coraline bit there. And then we've got this percussion break. See my extra professional marker names. Little thing here. And then the Babinski bit. Which I'm not all too proud of. I think it's... I don't really like the Babinski bit that much. I was actually considering cutting it from the song at some point, but... Yeah, at that point I'd already said it was going to be 6 minutes long, so... Anyway. 6 minutes is actually quite a while, isn't it? If we skip this bit, I just want to see, how does it sound? Well, not that awesome. I'll probably bring this back here. Nah, it kind of needs to be there, doesn't it? I've designed it around that. But yeah, I don't really like this bit that much, because it doesn't really remix anything. It's sort of just the chords. Just sort of restructured a bit. There's not really much different to the actual score. And then the vocals are kind of weird. I think originally I had this section planned as like a joke, but I don't think it really came across that way. It just sort of ended up being a bit weird. Hey Smuffy, will you be reading comments? Yes, I will. And I already have been. You guys are seeing that, right? I mean, it's not that long of a what's the word? Ping. I think that's closest. How do you isolate vocals so well? Well, this is Bogum and Boga said that. How do you isolate vocals so well? Well, I extract the audio from the Blu-ray, and usually films are mixed in 5.1, and most of the vocals are actually on the center track. Older films do it better. Newer films seem to have a lot of like bleed from the sides and the front tracks onto the center, but I think that's kind of intentional, so you can't get really clean vocals. Older films are better though, because they're older, because people mixing them were less experienced, or because, you know, access to old tapes and stuff from recording is less there. Anyway, continuing on. This is the Babinski section. Then it goes a bit funny here. Back to the percussion break.
You're just in time for supper, dear.
I'm actually dancing to this.
You're just in time for supper, dear.
Okay. Slightly awkward vocal section here, in my opinion. And then this is probably my second favorite bit of the whole song. It was originally a lot shorter, actually. A lot shorter and a lot more bland, but I'll show that to you later, but... Wybie? Nope, it's Cat.
She's got a thing.
That becomes a motif, doesn't it? That sample.
She's got a thing. She's got a thing.
I was hoping that'd
She's got a thing.
change pitch, but apparently not. I suppose that's what happens when you use audio clips.
Like any high coming dream come true. You're doing not like any.
Mother said you'd like
I've got to avoid just playing it, because I do like this one a lot. Yeah. And then, yeah, there's the Cat section there. trumpet part near the end. Oh yeah, this is in the next section here. Will you play a Totally Incredible remix? That one is awesome. Probably. I actually did record a video where I went into the project, but I never released it. Anyway, the happy, fun, bliss times bit. I think that's what you're referring to. Frost-free running with the trumpet part. This section is a little... I originally actually was going to end the song at the end of this part, just over here. And then that's the end of the song. But yeah, no, I thought you can't just have A, B, C, D, and then this is the end of the song. No, you can't do that. You gotta go A, B, C, D, A. You gotta go back to A, otherwise it doesn't quite work. Howdy, Chip Chap Chop, how you doing? Ocelot. Yeah. Yeah, Ocelot. Oh, wrong Ocelot. Okay, that's what you're referring to. Hey, how are you going? Check the chat a little more. Yeah, hi everyone, how are you doing? I'm actually glad I'm getting more than one person watching this, which is unexpected. It's Christmas in the US, isn't it? It actually is. What is it like? What is it like? 4 o'clock in some parts and 8 o'clock in others? Is it 8 o'clock? No, it's 8 o'clock at 11 o'clock. Oh, what am I talking about? Let's just keep going with this, shall we? You got this section here, and then yeah, of course, the trumpet sample. And then another. This is actually probably this section here, this little intro section here is probably, I think, the most beautiful bit of the song. Just those chords with the filter. And the way it just broadens out there. I think that's really cool. And then you got your little acapella section there. And it goes in. That wonderful sample there. From the father. 7 PM in the US, okay. Well, some places. Is it the East Coast or the... Yeah, I don't care. 1 AM in France. Well, you're staying up late, aren't you? Have you gotten in contact with Jeesh at all? I say one of your videos. Yeah, he did. I sent him something, but I never got a reply. Although, yeah, it was an email, so probably not the best kind of medium to talk to someone in. But yeah, that was just me back then. I was kind of young and stupid. Well, that was only a few months ago. I suppose I was a few months younger and it's more stupid. Ending pattern is absolutely the best. I agree. It's a really cool pattern. And then you got this section here where I've just sort of built upon the patterns that were opened up in the first Coraline section here. Then you got your ending. And this section actually... we'll get rid of the fade out. The fade out, if you haven't heard the SoundCloud version, the fade out's on the SoundCloud version. I have no idea why I put a fade out on the SoundCloud version. Maybe I just wanted the YouTube version to be special or something. Anyway. I was going to say, if you haven't noticed, some of these vocals are actually just simply copied and pasted from the cat section here. Like that, like glitchy vocal riff is just straight in here. It's exactly the same. Can we get rid of this fade out permanently, please? Okay, great. And then you've got this. That is just straight copy and paste from... Here it is. I'm just a big fat... I'm not the other thing. And then, yeah, this last section here, it really just sort of thins out here, and you've got that bass sample there at the end. This one actually changes the pitch. I love doing that. Okay. Don't know why I'm saving. Hopefully I haven't changed anything. Let's take a look at the chat, shall we? Super Luigi, how long have you used FL Studio? Was it hard to learn? I've used, I think it was since probably around 2011. Yeah, 2011, I think. Before that, I used an audio workstation called Orion, which it was all right. It was a very it was kind of a mix between FL Studio and like Logic, the workflow. So FL Studio was a little easier for me than people who would have come from Logic or Ableton or things like that. But yeah, it took a little while for me to actually say, you know what, I'm going to learn FL Studio, and it didn't take too long, but you know, it took me a while to actually want to do it because it was so different. Ben's story, Smuffy. I sent a message to Josh as well, and didn't get a reply, even though he said he wanted to Skype. I'm not laughing at Josh. I'm laughing at Josh because it's my name as well. You have a better chance. Yeah, I assume so. Twitter seems to be the god of internet social media. I think that's. Yeah, let's keep going, shall we? What shall we do? Let's take a look at some of the earlier versions. Maybe the shorter version of the cat section. What version? What's that? Is that 14? Might be 14. It could be a little later. 14 might be where I had the chords in, but not the vocals. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it looks like I've only got the chords in this section. 15? Is 15 the one? 15 the magic one? I think it's worth putting up a webcam. I don't know if it's worth putting up a webcam. I can do it. Okay, this one's got vocals. Yeah, this is the old cat section. It's a little shorter. Just a little bit shorter. But I made it longer because I liked it so much. I'll just play it to you guys. Shall I?
She's got a thing, hot like any. I come dream. Yeah, you're doing hot like any.
Mother said you'd like after all.
She's got a thing. She only made. I'm just a big fat. It's a kind of thing. She knew him, or maybe.
And then that's exactly the same. But yeah, you haven't got like the thinning down there. It just keeps going straight through, and there's no break here. The new section is much better, and I'm happy I made the changes. I was gonna leave it, but I didn't. I think I might, at this point, I might.
Your father and I will
We don't know more.
Grandma, sister, miss.
Yeah, at this point, I mostly had the end section done. I hadn't put in the copy and paste bits from the cat section though. So, yeah. Frost free running. You should piece something together right now. It'd be cool to see how you work. Yeah, it would. Yeah, I should definitely do that. Chip Chap Chop, it definitely needed the pause and build-ups. Yes, I agree. I also definitely think it needed to be longer. Because it is quite short. Well, is there anything else? You know, I'm just gonna put something together. I'm gonna piece something together, as you said, for us rerunning. And we'll see how it goes. Of course, chat's open. If you want me to do something else, go ahead, tell me. Use me while I'm here. Okay, let's grab samples. Music. Oh, it's already open. Here we go. That's Dark Crystal 1. Let's start with Dark Crystal 2, shall we? Let's just listen to some of these. I like that one. Let's put that one in. I like that one. Let's put that one in. Yeah, not really. I like that one. Let's put that one in. Ah, yeah, not really. Let's grab some stuff from Zootopia. Why not? Oh, blimey, these are quiet. I haven't. I'm pretty sure you can't hear that. I can only just hear it. Oh, by the way, I apologize for the potato quality. Yeah, I live in a part of Australia where the internet is, it's not that great. Don't come to Australia if you want good internet. Ah. So I'm having to do really low bitrate. I'm getting like a maximum of like 600 kilobits per second of upload here. So I'm having to do 720p at a really low bitrate. Why not? We'll put a piano in there. That's a good one. That's another good one. Okay, let's see what we can do with these. Let's just normalize all of them. It's gonna make it sound like complete crap for now. It's also gonna make it really loud. We better turn the volume down before we do anything. And we should have done this before we did it, and then we could just clone the tracks. Without having to worry about. Oh well. Just takes a bit more time, that's all. You're in Australia too, and Pogo should meet up. That would be awesome. Well, I'd love to, but I'm on the other side of Australia. I'm in Brisbane, so and Pogo's in Perth. So we're a multiple-hour flight away, which a little bit of an impedance, a little bit, just a bit. Okay, we'll just finish this thing up. And then let's do some piano roll magic. We'll do we're gonna have to sync these up as well, aren't we? That's already pretty close. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do stretch. Still closer than him and the band on the USA. Yeah, definitely. It's a real shame it is the band in the USA. Let's get rid of that. That's really annoying. Oh, I need it though, don't I? Oh yeah, that's right. Dark Crystal music is slightly out of tune, isn't it? I have to fix that up. It's loud enough, I can't. I think that works. We'll find out. Yeah. I can't guarantee this is actually going to provide results. Just pop some random stuff on the piano roll and see how it works. Maybe this one. Maybe this will be better over the top. Yeah. Oh, that Dark Crystal stuff is gonna get in the way, isn't it? Out of tune. Ugh. You know what we can do? Just bring up a where is it? 3 times oscillator, and then just go. What key do we want? That one. And then just go into the piano roll and say that one. Do like 2 bars of it, and then put these over the top, and then we can go. Then get rid of that. Okay, and then I think this is changing pitch over the sample. Yeah, it's an old film, so you'd expect it to do that with old tapes and things like that. Is there one that doesn't? Maybe that one. Just copy and paste that into there and it should fix most of it. I don't know, what are you doing? It's already starting to sound alright. Not quite awesome. Let's get some Voyager samples. not do that? Wait, that's... Stop it! Stop it! Okay. Fix that up. That's much better. Yeah, that's a good combination there. Why not that one? Why are these on one? We don't want to have them on a mixer track just yet. We just want a piano roll. I need to clone these and then put them back so I don't have to keep changing the envelope. That needs to cut off a little earlier. Ez does this. No. What stuff have we got in Next Generation? I really need to remember to clone these. Yeah. Yeah, frost rewriting, yeah. You gotta get it started. Getting started is the hardest part, and then you gotta... It's just, once you get started, then you can just keep going. And then once you stop, you gotta get started again. And that's also a hard part. Not quite. That might be a little... we'll see. Well, maybe we'll be able to fix it up with a little EQ. Pop it in. I don't like that triplet thing. Yeah. Let's get rid of that, it's useless. Coraline might have something that we want. Let's grab this. This might work well, actually. If we can... Hello, Woo401. Glad you're here. We're enjoying ourselves, I think. I am. Don't know about everyone else. Can you guys hear me alright? Because I can't hear what you hear. All I can hear is what I hear. Great, you guys can hear me fine, that's great. Ah, yeah, not crazy chat like some people. Just sit and chill while you listen to this. Let's do our first mixer track, shall we? Let's EQ some of that. Let's EQ some of those fundamentals out of there, because they're a little strong. Oh yeah, that's right. Nothing else is on the mixer track, so I can't solo it there. Let's solo it there then. Let's take some of those out. Now we're starting to get sound effects when we do that, so let's do this. Get some of those upper harmonics in there. And do a low cut. We don't need any bass in that, do we? Okay, and maybe that'll sound better. Right now it's only 2 bars. Hey everyone, yeah, hi Twick.eo. What am I sampling? Everything. I'm just popping whatever samples I have. Where's my browser? There it is. All of these films, all the stuff from here, if you can decode some of those names. This one's inside out, by the way. I don't think you've heard what I've done for this. Yeah, you can't hear those. Those are way too quiet. Maybe I'll show you my unreleased inside out thing later on. That sounds good. Let's pop some drums on there. How are we gonna do that now? Well, let's start by putting all of these chords on the mixer track. They sit pretty well right now, so we'll put them all on the same one. And then we can change that later, and what we'll do is we'll just make this the bus. So in case you haven't figured out, what I just did is I put them all on this track except for the one which I EQ'd, and then I've just sent this one to this one, this track here, which is going to be the main one for the chords, and I've disassigned it from the master. So yeah, whatever I do on here will happen to all of the chords. So if actually I'm just going to do a little bit of sort of buffer just shaping here, just to get ready for some vocals. I'm just getting rid of some of these frequencies here, because this is where I like to mix my vocals around these frequencies here. So just getting rid of those, leaving room for them later if I decide to put them in. It also makes it sound good. And we'll get rid of some of the bass as well. Now, should we go for a half-time beat or a full-time beat? For now, let's just put a loop in there, shall we? Just one from Sample Swap. See what it sounds like, so we get an idea. 140. No, we want faster. Put that one in there. Probably won't do it. It won't sound right, but. If we put that into a Slice X and take some of the drums samples from it, we should be able to make something sounding pretty cool. Just layer on some drum samples. Is music your job or more of a hobby? Well, first, Frost Free Running. Right now it's more of a hobby. I hope for it to be a job. And that's my dream, for it to be a career. I'm not earning any money. I was at one point, but not anymore. The whole copyright debacle, if you saw that thing on Facebook. Super Luigi 64. Would you ever remix a video game? I don't see why not. I have before, but it was a long time ago. Yeah. This channel is not the first time I've done remixes. I've been doing them. I've been doing them since I first got FL Studio. Actually, I think it was maybe a little before. No, that wasn't before. That was it. I don't think I did Neon Orion, did I? No, I don't think. Twick EO, are you in college right now? If so, what am I studying? Well, I'm not in college. I'm in university. And I am studying music technology. So right now, music is my life. It is everything. Well, not right now. I'm on my Christmas break, but you get really long breaks here. I don't start until late February, which is it's like, and I finished early November. Really long, boring, lengthy breaks. Anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna open up Slice X. It's there it is. Right. And we're going to pop that one in. And it's already done it for us, isn't that lovely? Let's just get rid of these. We don't want the original. Let's just make this another. No, it doesn't quite work, does it? Oh yeah, I better save this, hadn't I? Ah, spoilers for the future. Let's just pop this in whips, shall we? Is it whip G? What comes after W? X. Whip GX. Tom the Fish, what movies would you like to remix in the future? Well, I've got a list lot of ones. Sorry about minimizing FL Studio there. I'll bring it back up. I've actually got some on the whiteboard behind me. Well, I've got two on the whiteboard behind me. There's not many. I've got more on my computer here. Some of these, I'll bring this over onto the screen here, and I'll bring the chat back up. Where is it? There it is. And OBS. Yeah, these ones are kind of at the moment. This is just my list of, hey, you should try doing these. So what's that? Interstellar, Martian, Tomorrowland, City of Ember, Blues Brothers. Other ones that aren't on this list, sure, that's, I'd love to do ones. Suggestions, I kind of do suggestions, because, I think with suggestions would be, hey, you haven't watched this film yet, you should watch it, and then maybe you do a remix of it, right? Like, these are films that I'd like to remix. Although, I think someone suggested to me a long time ago, Hotel Transylvania. I haven't seen that, so we'll have to wait and see about that one. And then, like, on the board behind me, I've got the old Oliver movie from God knows how long ago, which I watched once a long time ago. I need to watch it again to see whether it's worth doing. Actually, I've already started something on that, haven't I? Yeah. It's not very good, but I've already started. Anyway, let's keep making a drum beat here. It needs to be longer. Burnt Hicks movie, you should do a remix on Inside Out. Well, you're in luck, because a while back, it was at the beginning of this year before I made the channel, I think. I did a small thing, which didn't have any vocals, and it still doesn't have any vocals. And yeah, I might show that to you later on. Nickatoon Z Production Z. Nickatoon, I think that's supposed to be Nickatoons Productions. Do you watch these films? The Tigger movie, Spirited Away, Song of the Sea. I've seen Spirited Away. Was it Geesh? I think it was Geesh already did a remix of that. Was it Geesh or Pogo? Oh, I can't remember. Someone's already done something for that. Tigger movie. I have not seen it. Or if I have, it was a long time ago. I mean, okay, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. Song of the Sea. I've never heard of that one. I don't know what that is. I have to check that out. Do a Simpsons classic. No. TV shows are hard. TV shows are hard. Way too long. I struggle getting through a whole movie. I can't imagine getting through hours of TV shows. Sweeney Todd would be amazing. Yeah, I agree. G-Sted Castle. Yes, I saw that a long time ago. It was Pogo. Okay, yeah, that's right. It was, wasn't it? G-Sted Castle in the Sky and Pogo did Spirited Away. Let's just keep working on this. Yeah, there's no bass drum down there, so we'll have to do with this. We're really piping that in hot, aren't we? Song of the Sea is one of the finest animated films. It is. I have not seen The Secret of Kells either. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. Apparently, if it is indeed one of the finest animated films. Monsters Inc. Yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't want to get overloaded with requests because I can only do one at a time. Unlike Pogo, I don't do this for a living, so I've got other things to do. Can you show how you make a baseline? I always get caught up there. Okay, well, just get rid of some of that. Okay, well, this is how I make a baseline. It's very simple. I might need to do the webcam for this, actually. Because I play the bass line. That's what I do. Usually for a bass, I just do dual harmonic sine wave. A little bit of additive synthesis for you. Not really. That's all I really do. Just smooth it up there. I might, though, just add a little bit of punch. And that click at the beginning, it's really good. Just pump a bass line in, shall we? What key is it in? So yeah, that's all you do. You just improvise on the keyboard. Piano roll is a little more difficult, but you can do it. Piano roll is different to keyboard because in piano roll you can do really, really expansive and over-the-top stuff that you can't do on a keyboard. But it's a very different workflow. On a keyboard, you just improvise it and slowly make it better. On piano roll, you start from the beginning and you make it better as it goes on. Like for instance, let's do this as a 2-bar pattern. Let's say it's that. Might be a little bit fast-paced for a bass line. Well, free running, I usually fill out the bass. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Through a keyboard? Through keyboard MIDI. That's what you mean. Okay. Because this is MIDI as well. This is MIDI as well. I'm gonna get technical. Okay. I think Pogo does piano roll for the bass, doesn't he? Why am I doing it on a quarter of a step? That's why I'm doing it on a quarter of a step. There's your bass line. Simple as that. Damn, all this is by ear. Do you not know sheet music? Yeah, I do. But that's kind of secondary. If I need to use that, I will. But, yeah, I prefer ear because ear is really intuitive and you can just do things on ear. Whereas if you work with theory and sheet music and things like that, you kind of actually have to think. And it's useful. Useful. If you don't have inspiration, you can lean on music theory, and you can do things. But it's a lot more difficult and a lot less heightening. Okay. Okay, I think that's enough of this for now. Maybe we'll come back to this later, but yeah. Once you've been working on something for a while, it's a good thing to take a break, because sometimes you can kind of deceive yourself into thinking it's good. Okay, so now what? Well, I suppose I could show you that Inside Out thing. Remixes. Inside Out. Here we go. Okay. Boys are having fun in the chat. Alright, this is the, finished Inside Out remix. It's instrumental, and it's kind of not really a remix. I'll show you why. I won't play the whole thing for you. That's basically just the basis, just this one chord here, and that's why it's not really a remix, because it's just... That's the original. And it's just that. Just repeated. But pretty much the whole song. The most... Yeah, because over here, it's the same thing. I mean, it sounds good, but all it really is just these two chords just laid over the top of each other. This is the best section though, because it is actually properly remixing. I'll show you this part first though, because this is the magical bit of the remix. I don't know how well it'll go without the context of the rest of the song, but we'll see. And then it just goes straight into this section. That's a nice bit. There's another nice bit here. A bit more broad. A bit thicker. I used to listen to this one over and over and over on the train to uni at the beginning of the year. So that's what it reminds me of, just train rides. Technically, well, unfortunately, Australian copyright law does not allow remixes. It's not very nice of them, but, yeah. Got this lovely dance section here. I kind of cheated the way that Pogo did with, what was it? Was it one of the 100 Acre ones, where he just put a synth there in the background. Just to fill in the space. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I like it too. I just, yeah, it's a little bland, for my opinion. Anyway, that's there's probably not much else to look at in this one. Maybe I'll release it at some point. Yeah. What else can I show you? Love the little whistle. What little whistles in the background? Oh. I'm having a mind blank here, whatever the name of whoever's theme that is. I'm thinking Bing Bong, but I don't. No, maybe it is. Yeah, I'm having a mind blank. I'm not quite sure. I think it is Bing Bong actually. Um. Yeah, let's take a look at Crystal Dreams. Why not? If you see anything in the browser you want to see, don't hesitate to call out. Cause yeah, I'm here for that reason. Can't wait to hear the yeah, that's the problem. It's made without vocals and it was finalized without, so yeah, it's kind of not gonna work with vocal. It'd be really difficult to integrate vocals into that because it's meant for it to not have vocals. Burntix, what remix is this supposed to be for? I think if you're referring to the one I was just on, it's Inside Out. That's where it is. Okay, this is Crystal Dreams. I won't go too behind. I hope you like my super awesome organized automation clips here. Yeah. I try to cut them down a little bit nowadays, but yeah. Yeah, and the bit that I cut out, if I just turn off the fade out here, is this bit here. Bing bong, okay, that's what it is. It's kind of awkward. That's why I got rid of it. That bit's the same though. And then this whole section here is in there. And then the fade out here. And then there's this whole section here which I cut out. And it's I think it didn't quite work for the same reason the Inside Out thing didn't work, because I kind of made this and perfected it without the vocals, and so it made it really hard to put vocals in properly. Why is there tears streaming down my face? In the middle of the song, add an echo and add like stop saying everything will be alright in echo, and then the song continues. I do have a quote in that song actually. It is muted. It is not the one you're talking about. I actually, with this one, I didn't get far in sampling the film. The only vocal samples I have very few of them. The last one I did was sadness. Yeah, I had a real hard time finding samples in this film. I think it was the way that the sound effects were mixed. Like I said, newer films tend to have a lot of bleed on the center. You kind of have to pay attention to that. But yeah, I've got a quote here in this section.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head? Well, I know. I know Riley's head.
But yeah, I really have no idea how I'd be able to put vocals on this one, because that is just a melody line in itself, along with the bass. It just works. And, you know, usually when you put a melody line in, you want to thin something down to give space, but can't really do that here because the melody line is part of the chords. Did Pogo give you advice on this type of music? And did you ever got to actually talk to him? No. And no. Yeah, the closest I got, I think, was a long time ago when he answered one of my questions in a stream. I was under a different name then, though. But yeah, I figured this all out, well, sort of by myself, with help from his music, of course. Maybe I'll show you some of my old stuff as well, at some point. What can we do? That one never got made. That one, maybe a little later. Done. Is this one ever gonna be finished? I'll show it anyway. I probably will finish this one, actually. It's not very far in, so not too much spoilers. No poises, oh noise, haha, what? Tad's lush. I think I understand what you're saying. You mean to say, that's lush. I don't know what you mean by no pauses, oh noise, haha, though. Anyway. Hello, FL Dude 64. How are you going? Okay. Well, in case you haven't, well, I suppose it doesn't say it up here. This is work in progress of the Guardians of the Galaxy remix. I spent a really long time, as you can tell, getting this all looking nice and sounding nice. There's no vocals in it right now. It's just mixed up chords. I'll give you a play. Can you show us Goof Lighter? Yeah, sure, at some point. I'll start from here actually, because this is more the beginning idea. This sounds very sort of kind of 80s-y, I don't know. Not synth pop though. Very much like the music of the film. It's very groovy. Excuse me, that's my drink bottle. Okay, I think that's enough of that. You've already heard this. Yeah, it's a very groovy one, and it's very detailed. No pauses of. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, in new movies, on the center track, there's not really much time where there's no music and things like that when they're talking. It's easier in old movies because the music is usually not mixed as much on the center track, but nowadays it seems to be. I see you're making a Star Trek remix. Well, this one is not being worked on right now. I've got samples for it. Voyager is also not being worked on, but I have a version of it which sounds it's just chords right now. Incredibles remix time, perhaps, yes. How's BandLab? I haven't been using it much. I mean, I've been using it for file storage, but that's about it. Is there anything else in the chat? No one has ever made the Emperor's New Groove remix. Has no one ever paid attention to it? I don't know what that is, actually. I'll look that up now, actually. Open new window in Chrome. This is the Emperor's New Groove. Oh, okay. Oh, Disney. High rating. Yeah, okay, maybe. We'll see. See if I can find a place to buy it. It would have that Sting-like tone, yet funky and bouncy type remix. Yeah. Hang on. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy one that I'm looking at now? Burntick's movie. Hang on, what? Try to get some DVDs. Yeah, I prefer. Uh, I'm, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what you're saying there. You talking about for me? You talking to me? Alright. Yeah, you already heard this. Incredibles remix time! Yay! Yay! Woohoo! Yeah, Incredibles remix, the one that was mixed kind of in my opinion, but everyone seems to love. Um. Okay, Incredibles remix. Here we are. This one is all marked out and lovely. Sort of organized. Yeah, a little weird down the bottom here. Have I got an? Yeah, I've got an organized version actually. Let's open that up. Ah, dealing with demons. You missed it. I've already done. Well, I went through a bit of the Coraline remix. The Incredibles I'm doing now, so you're in luck. Uh, oh, you're talking about Emperor's New Groove. Okay. Well, that's yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Ah, yes, lovely, organized version here. Let's see.
It's a little notice, but you just clean up this single one. What I watch. Fly home, buddy.
I always thought this vocal section was a little awkward ever since I made it. There's also a mistake in the final version. Hang on, what am I? It might be easier actually to do the unorganized version. Wasting time like anything. I like the chords in that one. I like the chords in that one. The vocals are kind of mashed together. That one. This one? I don't know. Yeah. Cheers, dealing with demons. You thought the Incredible remix was meh? It's my favorite. No, I didn't think it was meh. I thought the mixing was meh. It's yeah. Mixing and composition are two different things. And yeah, I've kind of grown to like it. When you do something kind of not out of inspiration, which is what I did with the vocals here, you kind of hate it at first, but then, you know, as other people hear it and say it's great, then you start to believe them, which is good, because that means it is. What was the mistake I was gonna... Oh yeah, there's a mistake in this one. It's this noise here that is not supposed to be mono. It is in fact, I don't know why I did that, but it is in fact supposed to be... Hang on. Hang on, what? What? Oh, is this it? There we go. It's supposed to be stereo. But it never was. In the final version, you're supposed to be able to hear that in the background.
What have we here?
But yeah, supposed to be able to hear that in the background, but you never could because it was mono for some reason. I decided to make it mono at some point. Maybe it was because... No, it can't have been because of that. Because this is a different... This is actually from the film, isn't it? Whereas this one's from Freesound. Oh, and yeah, it did... The main bit that you're supposed to hear it is here.
I'm sorry.
Just that record noise in the background. Whereas in the final version, it was
I'm sorry.
mono, and you couldn't hear it as much. Which is annoying, but you know, it happens. Uh, jokes on you, we lied about the Incredible. The whole world hates it. Yeah. Funny one. Okay. Alright, what can I do with this one? Ah, yeah. Sections. Wonderful marker names. Main idea thingy is this bit. Actually, in this opening bit here, it used to just go straight to this section here. And I've got the potential to show you, because I've got all the different, like, timestamp versions here. But it never used to have this really, like, half sort of there bit at the beginning. I added that in because it sounded cool, and I think it was... that chord there was an accident that sounded right, so... Yeah, that sample. That's a really good sample. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
I'm back.
That's not it either. Here it is. That's a great sample.
I'm back.
Yeah, Jeesh liked it. He liked it. I don't know about Coraline though. Anyway, doesn't matter. As long as you guys like it, I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
Then you got your bridge / interlude, and then back to the main idea.
I'm sorry.
I went a little gangster with the drum beat here. Yeah, the evil laugh. That was really. I think it was kind of. I'm not sure when I figured putting the evil laugh in will work. I don't think it was in there initially, but I wanted to put it in because I have a tradition with my remixes ever since Zootopia of putting a laugh in there somewhere. I think it was Nick in the Zootopia remix. It's YB in the Coraline remix, and it's Syndrome in this one. At some point, there's got to be a laugh. Got to sample a laugh at some point, and if I can't, well, tough luck. This whole section here, this is obviously my favorite bit of the song. Well, not obviously. How did you know that? But yeah, it's my favorite bit of the song, and it's actually I think it's the longest section in the song. It's longer than this first section. It's longer than the last section. Longer than this Gotta Go Oktoberfest section here. And it's longer than the emotional bit here. But yeah, it's a very dynamic section. It changes around a lot. As you can tell by the patterns here. Actually, if I go ahead and just clean this up a little more by going to select muted, getting rid of them, and that'll fix things up a little bit, make things look a little better. Yeah, it changes around a lot. You've got, well, actually, yeah, I've got a drum loop in this one. Where is it? Haven't I? Oh yeah, here it is. I remember this drum loop from something, but I never found it anywhere. But I feel like it's very generic, but I don't know. Play the whole thing. Let him hear it. Back to the beginning, please. Yeah, it sounds very generic, but I have never found where it came from. It was just on Sample Swap, and I heard it. I was like, I need that. That's generic. But yeah, this one just goes through pretty much the whole thing, and then that's the sound effects. We want the drums. These just add on to it. So yeah, that drum beat is the thing that holds this whole section together. this bass line. Yeah, Ajish actually said it was really funky, but yeah, this is not funky compared to some of the stuff I have done before. I think this bass line actually came before I did the bass line. I'll just get rid of the drums and the bass here.
Battling life is not.
It came from the chords.
Battling life is win. Do you win?
Where's my clip for? Here it is. If you can hear the bass in that, it is just going. So I just built on that and made it go. Another thing I really like about this section is the glitched out vocals. I think that's a good.
See anyone from the
This
old
bit
days, Bob?
with
See
Frozone.
anyone from the old days, Bob? See anyone from the old days, Bob? See anyone from the old.
And how that just becomes like a motif, just a part of the riff behind the whole thing.
See anyone from the old days, Bob?
I'm particularly proud of this this little scratch
See
bit here.
anyone from the old.
But yeah, you can hardly hear that, but it sounds really cool.
What did you say to me? Truly are.
Yeah. Surprisingly, with the video, these
Syndrome will save the day.
These ones actually fit really well together with the video. I hardly needed to change any timing at all, which is pretty cool. You could just string them one after the other, which, yeah, I really like that. What are you guys talking about? Hold the group together. Are you spurring out the lyrics? Yeah. Yeah, I've memorized the lyrics to some of these. There was a sample where Judy Hop says har har. Yeah, I remember that. Those type of sounds, a lot of fun and joy. Yeah. Yeah, they're sort of like semi-serious sort of lines. The cheesy sort of ones. I love Syndrome now because of this remix. Yeah. Yeah, it makes them sound really cool, doesn't it? Syndrome's the best part of the song. That's true. Alright. Moving on.
Well, these guys, they will prefer just.
The emotional bit dash question mark.
Well, these guys, they will.
Which is really kind of bland. Most of the stuff comes from the vocals.
Well, these guys. Well, these guys.
One thing I also like about this remix is I've got a few different tracks for the vocals.
Well, these guys, they will prefer to think.
I have to do.
This is where using the organized version would come in handy. Let's use that. Have you heard of New J? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Don't know how to pronounce that. It stopped. Stopped. Hang on. What? Did it stop? Oh, drop frames 199. Hold on. Has it started yet? Has it started again? Is it working? Let me check. Bring the chat up, just check no one's. Is it back? Are we live again? Hold on. Has it started yet? Yeah, it looks like we're live again. Back up. Okay, great. Yeah, that's what comes from having not very good internet. All right. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the vocal tracks of this. Can we have your Steam account to maybe play games? Probably not right now. Vocal tracks of this. I had two different. Yeah, you can see all the different tracks, the vocals. A bit more than two. Intense. We've got echo, intense, quote, backup, main, riff, sliced. Sliced is just Syndrome's laugh. Riff
See
is
anyone.
the scratched version there. Intense is just a version of the vocals. Where is it? Where's my... Here it is. Where I've just really boosted that bit there just to make it really intense, for lack of a better word. And then echo. Lots of echo, lots of reverb. And then main is just...
Well, these guys, they will.
your generic stuff.
Well, these guys, they will.
Then you got your Gotta Go Oktoberfest section. Yeah. Whole section based around Dash.
That wasn't right. Are we there yet?
I used some of the knowledge from Starlighter from this one to make the like the drum and bass beat. I think I even used the same loop here, and then just put drums over it. And then in comes the hi-hat. Japanese music. Oh, that's sad. That dash part, brilliant. Yeah, thank you. Okay, and then you go back to the main idea and the fancy fade outro. I always like to make my outros strange and weird.
How do I get? Why are you? I have never heard.
It was like that with Zootopia. Zootopia 1 was an accident. If you've seen the behind the scenes of the Zootopia video, you'll know that. This one wasn't an accident. I put this one in on purpose because it worked in Zootopia, so it works here. Coraline was a little different. Wasn't a fade out, but eh.
How do I get? Why are you? I have never heard. How do I get?
Oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about that thing we talked about, Burntex. Yeah, that's still on hold. Twik.io, it's so sad that Hollywood is trying so hard to replace these talented voice actors with famous actors whose voices are more recognizable than good. I don't quite see what you're talking about there. I don't know any famous Hollywood actors that are bad. Those people would probably be called infamous. Most of the famous people in Hollywood are famous because they're good. But yeah, I don't see Hollywood replacing actors with famous... I suppose Hollywood might. Maybe I'm thinking of other studios. Easy to mark a movie with a big name actors. Yes, definitely. Definitely much easier. Okay, alright. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and figure out what we're going to do next. If you guys have any suggestions of what you want me to do, any bits you want pulled apart in particular, or if you want me to play games or something like that, go ahead. I'm just going to sit here and think and read comments for a little while. Pencil head. Those echoes really make the outro more calm. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I think I steadily increased the reverb on the vocals.
How do I get
Why are you here?
So if we close that down and then solo it and then solo the vocals. Wait a minute, what? Oh yeah. Then
how do I get
the reverb just keeps getting louder.
Why are you in here?
ever heard? How do I get
What games do I like to play? I used to like to play TF2, but that kind of went out of phase a few years ago. Right now I'm playing sort of really chill sandbox kind of games. I haven't played Tower Unite in a while. Soffering's a really good one. Transport Fever, I like that one. That's one I'm playing right now. Tej, I think he meant how Hollywood are usually chosen over professional voice act. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Well, it depends. It gives the Hollywood actors some experience in voice acting, but then again, it gives the other voice actors less work, I suppose. But then you got to pay a lot of money to get them, and if you're not a big studio, well, you can't get them. So, if you can get them, then I suppose they want to get them. Do you download movies to your hard drive or edit them straight in Audition? Doesn't I think saving every music would be a huge. I extract them from the Blu-ray and put them on my hard drive. Yeah. I delete them after I finished with them though, because well, the files are about 50 gigabytes, but I got about 16 terabytes of hard drive space on my computer, so it's not a problem. Edit them. I don't think you can edit them in Audition, straight in Audition. I don't know about Audition. I don't use Audition. I use Vegas. Was The Incredibles your childhood movie? I don't have a childhood movie. It was probably one of mine. I remember seeing it, not in the theater, but I remember watching it. Blame the audience. Yeah, the audience is always the people at fault. Audience has got to learn. There's a lot more dumb people than there are smart people. I think that's been said a lot. Reactions to music. Sure. I suppose I can do that. I don't know if we'll have many tracks to react to, though. I suppose I can listen to yours, Burntix. I got no problem with that. I'll give you some feedback. Yeah, I know it's on Twitter. I know that there's a link on Twitter. Burntix. We follow each other. Well, isn't that nice? This does not look like the right one. This one, I think it is. Shut up. Deck the Jams. It's a creative name. See what this is. Okay, here we go. Anyway. Overall, really great, really good stuff. Did you hear Pogo's recent songs, Data and Picard? Well, I think that's just one song, actually. Data and Picard. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. If I'm being honest, though, I don't really think it's kind of in the spirit of Pogo. I mean, to me, it's a good song, but it sounds more like a Songify song, where he's just sort of taken things and auto-tuned them to a melody. I thought what I've always thought the spirit was to take samples, fix them up a little bit, and then just use them however you can, and it creates some organized chaos that sounds really great. What's your favorite ever remix? I don't really keep favorites. I hate favorites. What else have we got here? Frost Free Running. I remixed The Wizard of Oz. It'd be awesome if you checked it out. Yeah, sure, why not? Pogo's new stuff is a little meh lately, says Catherine W. Yeah, I kind of agree. His old stuff had sort of... if anyone watches JonTron, it's kind of like that. The old stuff sort of had some charm in being sort of kind of mashed together, but and the new stuff is a lot more professional and a lot it's a lot different, and it's a lot more professional and oh, I can't think of the word, but yeah. I don't think most of his recent stuff. Yeah, I saw that stream. He's a little bit in a rut right now. I feel sorry for him. A lot of people criticized him for sounding the same. Anyway, let's take a listen to this, shall we? We'll see how this goes. Emerald Eyes. Wait, hang on, why is it in... Give us 720. 1080 is too much for our internet. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do 480. Because it's buffering like anything.
My room. You.
Okay, something I can say about this straight away. Honest feedback. It's good. It's really good. Up until you start putting vocal samples in, and I've seen this before, a few times where the chords will be really good, and then yeah, vocals are kind of out of tune with the chords, and it kind of creates some pretty dissonant sounding stuff. I'm still a noob. Yeah, that's great. It's like I said, the chords are really great. You've nailed that kind of stuff down. When the drums came in, it really added stuff. It's just what you need to do is you need to change the pitch of the vocals and find one that works a little better without being dissonant. What's this thing? Stranger Things song remix. Yeah. Why not do a little YouTube browsing, huh? It's the same guy. Let's see what this one is like. Oh, it's this one.
It's. Ow! Me too. Just like Mr. Fantastic.
To trust us.
Okay. No, that ghost still pretty. Yeah.
Okay. This is an interesting one. It's not really pogo. It sounds very experimental. I like it. Sounds very it's dissonant, but it works. Now, what are you guys talking about over there? Found how everybody used to say all his music sounded the same. Now people don't like it when he does something different. I'm fine with him doing something different. I'd like it if we went back to the old style every now and again. I don't know. For a couple of years I haven't followed him, so I don't know how often, whether he has actually done that within the past. He's turning. Oh, okay. I remember when he wasn't. He's not interested in kids' movies anymore. Kids' movies doesn't really have much to do with his style. I mean, Terminator was a good one. The Terminator remix, whatever that was called. Young remixes get getting too excited. That's I've got a problem with that as well. Where I will start making the remix and I will finish it. Well, I'll start making it before I finish sampling the movie, and that means once I run out of samples, and you kind of stop and can't do any more until you finish sampling. And the remixing is so much more fun than the sampling. So yeah, you kind of have to go back to all the other stuff there's no frustrate. That one was good. It's not. I wouldn't call it a pogo remix, but it's very experimental, very vibey, if you know what I mean. Blue Jay. All right then, we'll see what Blue Jay is. Okay. Why are you appearing over there? That doesn't seem right. Try YouTube. What does YouTube have to say? Okay, yeah, okay, this looks like it. This looks like it. That's not autoplay, please. Steven Universe remix. Okay, I've had a couple of requests for Steven. No, I'm not gonna do a Steven Universe remix. I've had a few requests, but no. What were you guys saying? I have harvested gems. This is all Steven Universe stuff for the most part. Is he on SoundCloud? There it is. Tracks. Shrek-tacular. I've harvested gems. What is this one then?
This cloud is gonna save your lives.
Don't worry, Betty.
Eyes on this planet.
Get ready. I am now. I am your love. I am never measure. Decorating. Oh there, bud. You're free. Any edge. Fortune teller.
Don't worry, Betty.
Eyes on this planet.
Get ready. I am now. I am your love.
Waiting for the drums to kick in.
Decorating. Oh there, bud. You're free.
That's not what I expected, but alright.
Robot. Donuts. Just adjusting. Put it there. So you're
And then some.
Every moment you love being Eyes on this planet.
robot. Donuts. Just adjusting. Put it there. So
And then some.
I'm gonna skip forward a little bit.
knowing any tips for me. Your choice. Things get a little low. Actually, all those years
least if I had a weapon.
But I to have other me. Be your choice.
If you want everything, one way to
I was waiting for the bass to come in for the whole song. Anyway, it's a very good song. It's good for background stuff. But yeah, I was waiting for the bass and a drum beat to come in for the whole thing. So, yeah. Some nice vocal samples, though. Nice vocal samples. Favorite toys was Toys Noise. Yeah, I think the first one I came in contact with was Toys Noise. I can't remember. I think maybe it was Bangarang. I don't know. Clan and Remix on SoundCloud. What? Anyway. What's this one then? Soundboy. I've seen you guys talking about this. Okay, so he does use FL Studio. Okay, I was wondering. I could just recognize one of the samples.
I wanna do what you do it. Don't fire tonight. Don't fire tonight. That's the way it's up the underground. I wanna get away from it. Don't fire tonight. That's the way it's up the underground. Money, money, money. Listen this. The underground. Like.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't spend too much time on one person. The vocals, I think they're a little too auto-tuned. Lil Tommy J. Lil Tommy J. Is he on SoundCloud? Lil Tommy J. Melbourne. Okay. Looks like we're all the Australian ones are a fair way away from each other. Well, let's see what, just pick one random one, see what it is. Okay, sounds like a normal song. I mean, I don't mean to disregard it. It's just looking for remixes here. Spliced up jams. Does this one have anything? Yeah. He doesn't seem all that special to me, unfortunately. Then again, I haven't really listened to most of his stuff, so don't trust what I say. Anyway, maybe we can come back to this later. I think I've had enough of checking out things, shoutouts, things like that. So what can we do now? Let's see. What can we do now? Now here's something interesting, actually. 100 Acre Rain. I'm sure you've all heard that one. I would think. By Pogo, of course. I listened to it recently. I didn't like the way it was mastered, so I remastered it in the literal term. I I should check out Chitro Iron Giant remix. Yeah, I might check out these guys a little later. Perhaps on the stream. I'm not sure. We'll see how long this stream goes for. Where is it? Yeah, we're looking for Pogo. Is it this one? No, it's here it is. You've all heard this one before, right? That's loud. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful one. But yeah, I made a remastered version. I'll give you guys a little bit. I don't want to sound too preachy with my mastering. But yeah, it's interesting. Well, I've just, because the bass seemed to be spread out way too much, so I've just narrowed it into the middle, and then I've added some dynamic range using the transient things. He doesn't post his remixes on sound. Okay, that'd be why. That'd be why I couldn't find anything. Okay. Twikio. Let's have some sexy, fun, good times. I don't know about that. Let's see, what else can we do? Do we want... Can we do spoilers? Yeah, we can do spoilers. Well, this isn't really a spoiler, because this has not gone far. This is one which I tried a different, stupid planes. This is one that I tried a little bit of a different approach. Blue Jay, he just reacted to you. Where's Blue Jay in the chat, is he? Oh, hi there, Blue Jay. Can you archive this? I missed the first part of it. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm also recording it, so hopefully, because I'm recording it in. Am I doing 60 FPS? I'm not sure, but I'm recording in 1080 in lossless, so it should be at some point. Considering the current situation, probably not anytime soon, but at some point maybe I'll get a much better quality version up on YouTube. Okay. Anyway, this is one of Oliver, the old film that I was talking about before. I took a slightly different approach. What I did was I just took where is it? I took the whole song and I put it into SliceX and then just told it to slice it up per beat. And so you've just got a bunch of random, well, almost random. Just a bunch of random chords there. And I've just put these together into something that sounds nice. I'll turn it up. That wasn't the greatest first impression, you know. You know what? Yeah, I agree. Let's go look for look for little Tommy J again. I feel bad. All right. YouTube. Okay. This might be a little bit more useful. Oh, these are game remixes. Okay, that's cool. Pick one. Journey remix, why not? Let's see what this is. Sounds good. Turn it down a little bit. I haven't heard the Journey soundtrack before by itself, so I'd like to know how much of this is actually Little Tommy J's melodies himself, and how much is melodies from the original. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good, I like it. If a little repetitive. Seems... Seems to be more of a soundtrack remix to me, rather than like an actual game remix. Let's try another one. See if it's any different. Firewatch remix. Like to... Oh.
Well, I sure don't now.
Oh, well, okay, guys. You better stop watching if you haven't played Firewatch before. Mm. I feel like there's not enough bass. It needs something to support the song, just in the low end. I like it. I like it. It's really good. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit because I'm impatient. I think the reverb, there's too much reverb just as a production thing. And like I said, there needs to, in my opinion, there needs to be more of a bass in there. Just to, you know, bring it down to earth a little bit. New stuff doesn't really go well. Yeah, we can take a look at some of his old stuff, I suppose. Oh, Game Grumps remix. Beefy. I've got a friend named Beefy. Technically not, but we call him that. Gotta pick one. Last of Us. Oh, that's a. Well, let's see what this one is like.
But after this, I owe you nothing.
I can't get in. I can't get in.
Details, post calls for our own.
I can't get in. I can't get in.
Details, post calls for
Fixing.
families too. I am going in.
Oh, don't tell me that I would.
Okay. That's a little order.
I am going in.
Don't tell me that I would.
What happens now? Birthday?
Yeah, this one seems a lot more
I can't.
dynamic. Like, it changes a lot more often.
Post calls for our own.
I can't get in. I can't get in.
He's doing a very good job without tuning the vocals. I have to say that. That's very difficult to find vocal samples that actually work without being tuned.
Now your turn.
I mean, it's not perfect, but when is it ever perfect?
Families too.
What happens now?
Yeah, these are very different. Good different, though. Very melodic, with the chords there. He, from what I can tell, making his own melodies out of the chords, which is cool. It's cool. Game Brumson, Tom Drum, yeah, follow Tommy on Twitter. Okay. Yeah. He seems...
I can't get in. I can't get.
Yeah, like I said, he seems a lot more transformative with his remixes, for lack of a better term. Okay. Smuffy and Beefy, yeah. I think I might leave some of these requests until my own time, to be honest. I don't want to spend tons of time watching other people's videos on YouTube. This is not a reaction channel. Anyway, let's go back and listen to this. Let's listen to this. Listen to the whole bit of this Oliver one. You guys said Pogo didn't. I don't remember Pogo doing an Oliver remix. Oh, maybe it's one of his newer ones. Yeah, I don't remember him doing an Oliver. Anyway, let's listen to this. Answer some questions if you have them. Oh, blimey. Got a lot of drop frames. Yeah, I'll check out some of the stuff that you guys are saying. But I'll do it after the stream. Because I don't want to spend the whole stream playing videos. The problem with this one I have though, this Oliver remix, is it doesn't really, I can't see it going anywhere. I mean, it seems like just like a pattern, a single pattern. And this is as far as I've gotten. Hmm. So it's good. I think it sounds really great. It's just I don't know where to go next, which I've kind of got 2 patterns, and that's it. Anyway, at least you gave him an undershot. Yeah, yeah. His stuff's really good. I like it. Okay. Now what? Hmm. Lots here. More remixes or some actual music? Let's see. Yeah, go on with the Oliver track. He did a mending track. Who did a mending track? One of his first tracks. Yeah. You talking about? Are you talking about Tommy? Tommy. Talking about Tommy. First EP was all okay. So it probably means it's on Bandcamp and maybe SoundCloud, not YouTube. Pogo's kind of strange with that kind of stuff. Frequently uses Oliver samples. Yeah. Yeah, the old films have some sort of like tonality to them, which I mean, this one, some of the samples almost sound like Alice. Especially especially that choir and the voice here. Yeah, Pulp Fiction remix has a Oliver sample. Yeah, I try not to use samples from other films in my remixes. Coraline, there was a little Easter egg if you caught it, which was used from another film. But anyway, let's take a look at something different. Actual music for once. Should we do? Let's do an upcoming album. Gooflighter. Someone suggested Gooflighter. Let's do Gooflighter. Instrumental, Starlighter. No. Covers? No. Where is it? Remixes? I can't seem to find Gooflighter. It's here somewhere. It has to be. Maybe it could just be Starlighter 3. We should listen to some real music and bitch about how it isn't as good as remixes. Yeah. Oliver, an abstract approach. Okay, I didn't know about that one. I'll have to take a listen to it. Pogo did mending. Alright. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, this one is a performance. What? No, thank you. Starlighter 2? Or is this another performance one? Hi, Andrew JC. How are you doing? How come you don't release this stuff? It fits really good. Are you talking about the Oliver one? Because the Oliver one's not done. Oliver one's not done, yeah. And technically I'm releasing it now. At least you're hearing it. Is this the finished version of Gooflighter here? No, that's not the finished version of Gooflighter. Is it in the original Starlighter? Oliver was his favorite music when he was a kid. Okay. I did not know that. My school did Oliver as a musical when I was younger. But yeah, it wasn't really that influential. I'd have to say Beauty and the Beast was probably the most influential musical for me. That and Secret Garden. Oh, okay, it's already open. Oh, well, obviously this isn't done yet. Oh. Where is Gooflighter then? Oh, H3. There it is. There it is. This one. Yeah, this is my first attempt at being a sellout. Second one was Zootopia. This is the first one. In case you didn't know, I don't think many people really listen to Gooflighter actually. But it's basically I made a song a while back called Starlighter, which is kind of my take on drum and bass. And it went like that, and it went like that. And I just took the instruments and I put them to the H3 Productions theme song. Made a fun little remix. Baba bless. No, I didn't mean to do that, but alright. Got some jazzy chords in there. And then you got the improvisation bit here. Yeah, Starlighter really is a pumpy song. The only problem with playing it in FL Studio is if you see the CPU meter up here, it's up near like 90 for the most part. The 60, 70, the peaks. You can hear it peaking. I don't know, Starlighter I think was very, very intense. It's a very, very intense song. And if you're not into really intense pumping music, well then, meh. There's a delay in the chat that's messing some of the communication up. Yeah, well, there's not really much you can do about that. It's spiking. Yeah, it is. There's not really much you can do about that. I've gone into the settings. Or you can turn this up to 2048, but... yeah, see, if anything, that's making it worse. Triple buffer, mixing buffer switch. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, nah. Nah. Can't fix it. Oh well. But yeah, you know, I actually kind of feel sorry for the original, the original maker of the H3 Productions theme. Unless, of course, you know, there was something. But just some random guy comes up to you and says, hey, is it alright if I use your song in my new YouTube show? Yeah, sure. And then suddenly becomes one of the biggest YouTubers on the internet. And doesn't get quite as much attention as the person who uses his stuff. Anyway. The synthesizer is actually a mix of two different synths. You got this like belly synth here. And this really ambient synth there, and they just mix together. I've actually got them playing two different things there. But usually they're in unison. And you got your, you know, wub wub bass. And like I said, some very interesting jazzy chords here. Great moves, keep it up. Yeah, Baba bless. All that stuff. And the drums are pretty simple. They're just a bunch of loops, really, with some white noise to fill in the gaps. Then you've got the outro here. Oh yeah, there is a third layer to the synth, isn't there? These are really, really hardly compressed. Yeah, I've really pumped this with a limiter. Yeah. I don't really agree with that anymore, considering what I've learnt since then, but yeah, it's alright. That's probably why it sounds really dense. I mean, if I were to master it now, perhaps I'd... Perhaps I'll do something like that if I was going to master it now. Maybe just grab transient processor and pop it over the top. A bit more punch. Well, actually, with the wub wub bass, it's actually not a wub wub bass. If you listen to it by itself, well, it kind of is, but most of it isn't. Let me just get the side chain in there. Where's the bass drum? There it is. It's half a watt bass. Where's my instruments? Wait a minute, what are you doing? It's not letting me turn it off. Oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it? I have to turn the volume down. See, that's the wub wub bit, but then you got that over the top, which sort of makes it really gnarly. But that vibrato at the end of the phrase kind of makes it sound really retro at the same time. Well, I think I did post it on the subreddit at some point, but yeah, didn't get much. Didn't get many upvotes. For some reason, most of the stuff I put on subreddits don't get many upvotes. Maybe it's just the way that I do it all the time or something. Well, we're looking for... If we're looking for very chordal music, I suppose we could take a look at some of these from an upcoming album. How many songs have I got left to do on it? 2. Yeah, 2. I finished that one, haven't I? Let's take a look at Technopolis, which will eventually be renamed to Hyperrail Technopolis. Holder doesn't get enough love for the H3 theme. Yeah, well, he made it. Is this the H3 theme? Yes, it is. Is this original? Well, it's from an original song. And the idea spawned from one of my songs. Yeah. Can you listen to and show his How to Train Your Dragon one? Maybe at some point. Like I said, I don't want this video to become a reaction video. Okay, Rings of no, hang on, what? Oh yeah, okay, that's just a thing. This is one. This is an interesting song. It's a very very energetic, but at the same time very thoughtful kind of song. Start from here, shall we? This isn't released yet. This is in an album which I'm working on. I was hoping to release at the end of this year, but you know, I never got to finishing those last 2 tracks. Yeah, that's right, Tej. See, the problem with these is that there's not really much to show off because I haven't released it yet. It's just sort of like, hey, listen to it. It's almost been 2.5 hours. Yeah. I like my long streams, apparently. Just thinking. It's actually... I'm just thinking what else we could do. I mean, we could do games. I'm not sure how interesting that would be. I don't play any interesting games. You know, I've finished all the games that I own. It's not like I do a blind playthrough or anything like that. Little Tommy J's in the new John video. Oh yeah. Oh, is that who John gets to do his music for? Little Tommy J. That's cool. Cool. I thought. Yeah, I knew he had contact with someone who did music, but yeah, I didn't realize it was Little Tommy J. Okay, I'm really at a loss of what to do now, so I'm open to suggestions. I'm here. If I don't have anything to do with the next like 10 minutes or so, I probably won't be here anymore. You could remix game audio. Actually, yeah, I could show you some of my really old stuff, which you probably haven't heard. I mean, if you're a long-time fan from a long time, before Smuffy, before Yoda Man 345, then back to Yoda Man 234, then perhaps you would have heard this, but I don't think anyone here has. If we go back in time to, is it FL? No, it wouldn't be FL Studio 9. Is it 10? Perhaps it's 10. Looking portal. It's not there. Not there. Huh. What was it there? Maybe it's in Studio 9. Because I made a Portal 2 remix at some point. It wasn't very good. It's probably in here, actually. Oh, that's another one I can show you. Husky Mudkip's remix. Back when I did remixes of YouTubers. Portal 2 remix, here we go. Wasn't very good, like I said. But you guys can have a listen to it. Nightmare Fuel, yeah. So is this all working? I think it's working.
Response.
That horrible bass there. Okay. I think it's all working, so we'll have a listen to it, I suppose. I think this was my first game remix. I went on to do more, but they were kind of crap, to be honest. Yeah, that's a fun bit there. most of this actually isn't. Yeah, lovely mixer here. Just everything plopped on the same track. Most of this actually isn't in-game music. It's stuff that I did myself. This is a shame. Yeah, this stuff. Oh, that's in-game music. This isn't, though. But yeah. The best part of the song, though, is this bit. I think this is the first time I made a decent vocal section. And then you got this bit here.
Response.
Which isn't as good.
Response.
It's kind of painful to listen to. What have I done with the bass there? Have I panned it? Oh, okay. I've just done something really weird with the phasing. It makes it sound like it's panned all the way to the right.
Response. 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 Response.
But it's not... This isn't particularly a good section there. Of course I come back to this. This is a great section. What's this?
Let there be light.
Alright. Weird mixing. Yeah, well, this is back when I didn't even know mixing existed. Anyway, that's about it. What other stuff have we got? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you Husky Mudkip's remix, wasn't I? I don't know if any of you know about Husky Mudkips. He's a pretty old YouTuber. When I was much younger, I think it was like 2011, 2012 or something, I approached him and said, hey, can I do a remix? He said, yeah, sure. So I did a remix of him. And then I said, hey, I've got another remix which is much better. And he said, yeah, sure. So I did another remix of him. A Noise Bomb. Okay. So yeah, this is the second one. I like it. I like the second one a lot better. Is this gonna work? Is it gonna come up with a bunch of... No, it looks like I've fixed it all up. The plugin .dll could not be found. Okay, I'm not surprised. Okay. Yeah, this is when I use G-Snap. This is before I tuned vocals. This is long before I tuned vocals. First time I tuned vocals, I think I tried to do AI, and it was pretty crap. This is kind of semi-Minecraft remix as well. Can you show us the Dreamer? I need... Yeah. How long did you comment that? I hadn't seen that. Oh, you commented... That confused me. You commented Nightmare Fuel twice, and I didn't look above it. Yeah, this is sort of semi-Minecraft, half Minecraft with vocals from Husky Mudkips. Why is that so much louder? It's not supposed to sound like... It's not supposed to sound like that. No, that's not it. This is it. that sounds better. And then you got the whole second section here, which I don't really like that much. What is with that I sample? Kind of weird. Much louder than it's supposed to be. Okay, alright. Let's take a look at the Dreamer. What's those freaky sounds in the Dreamer all about? Yeah, I'll let you know once you see it. It's not in there. It's in... No, it's not in there. It's on the Google Drive, I think, because it's a university project. Google Drive... is it FL Studio project? No, it's not in there. University... Ambient thing, here we go. You, that ARP. Oh, I don't know, I like that. It's alright. This is cute. Yeah, it's a fun little remix it is. Just wanted to know if those were birds or horrible death shrieks. It's probably best left a mystery. Well, you're gonna find out. I want to fix that art bad, lol. I don't hear anything wrong with that. Maybe it's because I made it, and maybe it's because I just got used to it. I really don't hear anything wrong with that art, though. Anyway. Well, I suppose these are really long drones, so... Yeah, when I was doing the Dreamer, most of the atmosphere in the Dreamer is either field recordings or just drones, and the drones are actually just chords, samples from films. I think it was mostly Zootopia and the Incredibles I took them from, and then I just put them in Paul Stretch, messed around with the controls a little bit, and made it sound very nice. Like we take a listen to, say, this one. And I think this one is filtered. Yeah. And you got this one. But most of the Dreamer is drones. This song reminds me of Antichamber. If anyone's played Antichamber, then you'll know what I mean. But if you take away all the piano roll stuff here, and then you take away all the field recordings here, it's just drones. Just drones cutting in and out. And if you take the drones out, then it gets really empty and boring. Oh, and these are the death screams. You see the file's called Dinos. It's because they're supposed to sound like dinosaurs. If I start to increase the speed, you'll start to recognize what they are. maybe that one's not so obvious, but we'll try this one over here, shall we? Oh, that one's reversed, maybe not. Okay, let's go 24 and then pitch it up. Yeah, they're just birds. Just pitch down. This section's probably my favorite bit. Just because of this synth here. Brilliant synth. Yeah, this lovely thing here called UFO. If you ever want Blade Runner sounding synthesizer, this is your one. Oh yeah, Andy Joe, I'm still trying to figure out my sound as well. Haven't quite got it. In fact, I think my sound is very, very diverse. Someone said that this reminded them of Jurassic Park, and I think it's because of the dinosaur sounds. Okay, what else? Don't know if there's really anything else to do. Apart from, well, I did say I'd play games in this thing, but I don't think so. I really like, I really like this. Oh, well, thank you, Andy Joe. It's really good. It's on SoundCloud, if you haven't heard it before. What's the, should I show you this little Voyager thing? Yeah, sure, why not? It's never going to be released. I'm never going to do this one. It's a little idea. Sounds good, but it's not going anywhere. Here's an interesting idea. I might actually, yeah, I'll talk about this now. I'm going to New Zealand tomorrow for a couple of weeks, and I'm planning to bring my microphone and a camera. So perhaps you'll get a New Zealand piece, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on whether I actually take enough samples in New Zealand. Home, nice. Sorry, had to do the Michael Rosen thing. Okay. Yeah. Running out of ideas of what to do. This is a shame. Well, I suppose it's not really a shame. I mean, we have been going for like 3 hours. It's a really long stream. Especially for just music. I'll grab a drink. Chippy stuff. You mean chiptune? I delved into the retro sort of style. Chiptune, no, I haven't really. There is something I did. Another thing for a university assignment. I took the Rock with You by Michael Jackson, and made a chiptune version of it. It wasn't very good, but you know, I did it. Where is it? Rock with You chiptune. And it was a performance, so I used FL Studio to perform it. Hang on. What? No, 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 no. Oh, well, that's useful. That's not the finished version. I don't think this is the finished version either, but it's certainly further along. It's not very good. It doesn't sound anything like old chiptune systems, but, you know, I tried. But speaking about retro style, here's something. Another album I'm working on, which sounds kind of like music from like games from like the 90s. Yeah, a Pyrex I think is probably the best one to show you. Negatronic is a little it's a little I don't know. A little mainstream, a little too synthesized. Less Demaric is very weird. And a Pyrex is very Latin, so I suppose we'll have a listen to this. What does your teacher think of your remixes? Professor, I haven't shown actually, to be honest. I probably should. Probably should put something on, send him a message on Facebook or something like that. Oh, thank you, Andy Joe. I'm glad to know you think it's all right. Just wait. Oh yeah, this one's gonna take a. Maybe I can't show this one to you because I need to use 64-bit. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of memory. Yeah, and it's gonna take a long time to load all that stuff in. Something I could do though is oh no, maybe not. Well, I'm out of ideas. Oh well, in that case, I suppose I could load it up. But that might be the last thing I do in this stream because I'm completely out of ideas of what to do. It's yeah. 90s PS1 MIDI-ish sound. It's not kind of like that. It sounds very 90s composition. Well, I suppose it's not really very nice. It's kind of it's very funky and funky jazzy kind of mix between I don't know. Some weird mix between Michael Jackson and Sonic the Hedgehog, I suppose. Let's see. You'll see what I mean. It's kind of 90s, but not in a very chiptune retro-y way. Oh yeah, it's still loading samples. We gotta wait for it to load your samples, mate. Gotta wait for it to load the samples. Okay, well, see you, Twicker. I suppose you should get to bed. Sorry for keeping you up so late. Charades? Yeah, I never figured out what charades is, to be honest. Yeah, see you, Twit. Alright. Have we almost loaded up all of our samples yet? Where's our... It should be around 4,000. What time is it in America now? It should be... It'd be like... Oh, it wouldn't be that late, would it? It'd be like 9 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock. That's the latest. And like 6 or 7 o'clock. The earliest. Okay. I think we're ready enough to play this now. No, we're not ready enough to play this. Yeah, this is gonna take a little while. Normally I'd bring out the old Reddit-a-roo, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that in the stream. This is good. You talking about this? Because I haven't really played it yet. But yeah, I agree, it's good. Sure. I think it's ready now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking time-wise. Around about 10, something like that. I really like this riff here. This is the pinnacle of the whole song. Just this riff. Anyway. You'll get to hear this at some point, properly. I think this one's pretty much finished. These are all loops. They just go to the end and then loop straight back around again. I don't know about you, but this section reminds me of some music from Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Anyway. Well, I suppose we'll end this stream in about 5 minutes, I suppose. I got nothing else to do, unless anyone else has some suggestions. I suppose we'll just play this song the whole way through. Turn the volume down, make it nice, quiet, and in the background. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something while this was playing, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got one more album to release before I release this one. And I've only done 3 songs out of... How many have I got planned? 10. 3 songs out of 10. So I got a little while to go on this album. But yeah, this one's sort of going to be very... like this sort of style. The next one is nothing like this. The next one is sort of... almost kind of... sort of atmospheric science fiction / Irish folk kind of stuff. It's very different, very different. It's meant to tell a story. It's a continuous album, with, you know, just, it's like 3 tracks, and the tracks are sliced into pieces. I think I was planning for it to be about half an hour long in total. Don't know how long this one's gonna be. We'll find out. I did not mean to skip that, but yeah. Well. I suppose now we might go back and just listen to this thing we did at the beginning of the stream. Just to see whether it was good or whether we were deceiving ourselves. No, it is pretty good. Huh. Hi, Buttontail. You're a little late. I'm about to stop the stream. Sorry about that.
But yeah, we did this at the beginning. It was pretty cool. And I still think it's pretty cool. This might actually become a thing. I just need to develop it some more. Oh yeah, that previous song is a great Hub World song, I think. These hang on, I'm gonna play another one. I can't help myself. These songs are all sort of very good songs for like video game background music sort of stuff. This one shouldn't take as long to load. It's a lot more synthesized rather than sampled. I've used a lot of VST called Synth 1 in these. As you can tell, just look at all of them here. Because it's a very analog 80s sounding synth. This one is a little different to the other one. It's a lot more sort of mainstreamy. But I like it better. It's a lot more beautiful. Especially this bit. Just this melody line. It's amazing. And that harmonizing there. And then the whole dark grungy section here. Yeah, that's right, Andy Joe. That's probably something. That's probably closest thing I can think of. Anyway, I suppose I should finish up. Well, wait for FL Studio to clear its memory out. Right. What'd you miss? You missed the end of the stream, Bantix. I'm sorry about that. Well, it's what's it been? 3 hours. Wow. It's been fun. Maybe I'll do this again when I have a better idea of what I'm going to do. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll see you guys at some point. Like I said, I'm going to New Zealand tomorrow, so, and that's for a couple of weeks. So I probably won't be doing anything for those few weeks. I might post some photos or something on Twitter, but yeah, thanks for joining in. I've got to open up the window to say stop streaming, haven't I? There we go. All right. Goodbye, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. What do you mean, are you sure? I was supposed to be dramatic. Yes, I'm sure. Fine. See ya.